Over the past few days, Prime Minister David Cameron has been completing his cabinet reshuffle, forming a new majority government. A number of female MPs have been rewarded with greater roles and promotions as the Prime Minister moves towards his target to see a third of the cabinet made up of women. Amber Rudd has been named the new Secretary of State for Energy and Climate Change, a post previously held by Lib Dem Ed Davey in the last Parliament. Priti Patel is set to be the Minister of State for Employment at the Department for Work and Pensions. She was previously Exchequer Secretary. Conservative peer Baroness Stowell has retained her position of Leader of the House of Lords and has been made a full member of the Cabinet. Mr Cameron has announced that Boris Johnson, who was elected MP for Uxbridge last week, will attend Cabinet but will not have a ministerial role so that he can devote his attention to his final year as Mayor of London. Former Education Secretary Michael Gove has now been moved from Chief Whip to take up the Justice Secretary's position. Nicky Morgan continues as Education Secretary after her appointment last year. Sajid Javid will take up a new role as Business Secretary. In the last Parliament, he was the Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport, the position which will now be held by veteran Tory MP John Whittingdale. Mr Whittingdale is a former private secretary to Lady Thatcher and has joined the government for the first time. He was chair of the Commons Culture Committee over the past 5 years, overseeing the inquiry into phone hacking. Harlow MP Robert Halfon has been appointed as the new Deputy Chairman of the Conservative Party. Ministers remaining in their positions in Mr Cameron's cabinet are Secretary of State and Chancellor of the Exchequer George Osborne, Home Secretary Theresa May, Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond, Work and Pensions Secretary Ian Duncan-Smith, Patrick McLaughlin as Transport Secretary and Defence Secretary Michael Fallon.